going. Welcome to the beginning bit of the video where I just make sure everything is working. We'll put something in chat and we will see if chat is coming out a lot quicker than it used to. That's good, almost instantly now. Now if only we get some people watching. Okay. Right, well, we'll see how we get on anyway. Hi, I'm Chris and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you playing and wanting to know more. In this video series I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be a bit over an hour long and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long series. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday every week for the next few months, so feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat. Any and all feedback would be really appreciated. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing this. So I won't do a long recap. We're quite a few videos in now. I'll suggest going right to the first one and just watching from the beginning and go from there really. What I will say is we do have a few quests. Here's my homemade quest tracker. Quests are little decks of cards labelled A to Z and numbered 1 to whatever, depending on how long they are. I've got space to hold 10 ongoing quests at once here. Due to the open nature of the game, you can take on as many or as few quests as you want at the same time. Also in here I've put where we finished off last stream, so we've got the map card we were on and our character marker, which is a 12-sided die. We've done 10 steps so far. When you go to 12 and then go back round to 1, that marks 1 half hour that I'll show you on a tracker in a minute. So we've also got a player mat, again homemade. In the top left corner we've got our equipment. We're so far got a full set of boar leather equipment. We've got a choice of upgrading that. I think we will do before, or just buying sort of bear leather and then upgrading to wolf armor, wolf leather armor. But we have to have a little think about how much we want to upgrade before we start again on a new set. Bears have considerably more health than boar, so maybe it's worth to upgrade the boar a little bit first. We've got a bronze short sword that we got from a quest and an oak shield that we bought. I think I'm going to go with a full dagger build, which is more speed based than this one is, with a short sword and shield is a standard, and I've done a playthrough like that already before and it works fine, but I want to try something a bit different. We've got a satchel that we start at the beginning of the game with. It gives us 35 squares to keep as an inventory. It's very full from the last stream we've got here, but we use 1/2 inch chits, but then some of the other items are bigger or different sizes. So we've got a pickaxe and axe that are actually 2.5 inches long, and we've got a fishing rod which is a bit narrower. We've got a spot for quest items. We get quest items during quests and we can keep them there until we finished it. We've got a dream deck. When you sleep at night you've got a chance to dream, and this starts off quite cryptic, but hopefully, like I said at the beginning, is a hook, or it's trying to be a hook that makes you want to find out what happens. We've done a quest where we've unlocked, we're staying at an inn which gives us an inventory. So this is twice the amount of space as a satchel, and you can stack up to 5 of any item. So there's a lot of space there, but you can only access it when you're on the inn map card. We've got a skiff storage which we haven't unlocked yet. The weather is raining. It can be okay or raining. The game is based a little bit on the countryside of the UK and Wales, so yeah, it rains. Animals don't come out in the rain, and this will help us in today's stream because we're going to do a bit of journeying to learn cooking. And we're going to go through some woodland, and we don't really want to be attacked by loads of animals because we're still, in spite of this being 15 hours in, we're still quite early game. And lastly, we've got Merwin's map. We get this very early on if you do the quest. It's pretty much the first quest that you're sort of led towards, but you don't have to do it. But we got a special space for it because it's the only map of the area, Port Ovis, and so it gives us a direction, or helps us not get lost basically. In this game though, all paths lead to buildings and all buildings have the characters, so if you do get a bit lost, try to find a path, follow it somewhere, get to a building, and then you'll be able to talk to any of the characters there and you'll be able to sort of get directed again. So that's mainly all of that stuff. I'll show you the tracker quickly. So on the tracker here we got our time, so like I said, every 12 steps is 1/2 hour, so that means when you're just walking around the map, time moves quite slowly, but then once you start earning gold by doing skills, they will start taking up more of the time. There's not a big disparity between day and night, but night is a bit more dangerous. There's a morality system. You start at 5, and if you pickpocket or steal from anyone, you can lose morality whether or not you're successful, and the only way of getting your morality back is by completing quests, which are finite. We've got a list of skills there. We're at level 1 at everything. We want to learn cooking today, hopefully, and then level that up a little bit. That would really help us out because eating food is the main way of getting your health back. We've paid the inn for this week. We did a quest which gave us the inn a week early, so we did payment, but if we want to keep it, we will have to have another 50 gold for next week. We're on day 5 of the week out of 7 days in a week, and we've got all leather armor. So I'll quickly show you the map card we are on as well. We did some fishing at the very end of last stream, so if you want to see how that works, go have a look at last stream. We can do river or sea fishing. So here we are. I'll just show you how the map card is laid out. In the top left corner you've got the number of the card. This one is 178, and then you've got numbers for north, east, south and west, so you know which card to pick up when you move that direction. So, and then we've got our player marker there, the 12-sided die. So our map cards, we've got about 300 of them separated into groups of 50, and that's how you build up the map as you go. So we have almost got 50 gold. In this game we use these Chinese fortune coins, which just get off the internet, but it does mean we can have a coin purse that's real with actual money in it, so it feels good to fill that up, and it's a bit more interesting than just having chits for it. So we are just shy of 50 gold. We got 48. So I'm going to sell 3 logs that we got last stream that seems useless, or not very useful anyway, because they're only worth 1 gold each. But in this situation, instead of having to move quite far away to sell some other stuff, we can just move 1 map card up, sell 3 logs, be over 50, and then carry on with what we want to do. So I think we're going to start way at the top, because we've got to go quite far south. Not entirely sure. I'm hoping we'll be able to fit most of it on here as we go, but we'll see what we do. So we're going north, so we need card 122, so we find that in the map card deck. So just looking in the top left corner, 122 is there, and then this is the wood shop. So I'll show you what that looks like quickly. So here's the wood shop. When you come to a map card with a building on it, at least to begin with, I know this is the wood shop now because I've been to it quite a few times, but at the beginning you won't. So what you do is you go to the building's deck that has a bunch of numbers on the top, and you go to the corresponding one. So 122 you would find there are 2 for that. I'll just flip the 1 over just to show you the example. So here we've got the wood shop, and there's Rodrin inside, and there are a bunch of different objects that you can steal from, and it's on the grid for the stealing minigame. So we don't need to do that because we know he's there, and all we're going to do is sell some wood. But once you get there, because Rodrin's there, you go to the character deck. You've got a list, all of the characters in the game here. You just go to the top left, find the correct character. In this case it would be Rodrin, where are you? There he is. So you have Rodrin there, and then you have all the quests that he's a part of, his intimidation and sneak level, and how much gold he's got. So anyway, we're just selling our items. So I've got a list in my rulebook of all the items you can sell, but it does say on the card what you get when you do the logging as well. So I'm going to sell 3 yew logs. So you get yew, walnut and oak. Yew is the cheapest, they only sell for 1 gold, but even though it's not very much, like I said, it does help out because it saves us having to move too far away to sell some other stuff. So let's have a look. Where are we? We're trying to find our planks. Walnut plank. Crystals, tin. Probably the last one. Ingots. Okay, so where are our logs? Where are our logs? Ah, is that it? No. Is that it? Those are planks. Right. Did they go somewhere different by accident? Copper ore, sapphire, tin. What does this say? What does this say? How is it? None of them that are in the right way. Here. That's the one we want. The one that we can't read any of the words on for some reason. They're all facing the wrong direction. Fantastic. Yew logs. This is what we want. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we take our 3 gold from the bank. We've got 1, 2, 3. It's not a lot, but it means we now have 51 gold. So we can level up cooking when we get there. I've got this little tracker for the gold, so we'll just put it up to 51. So I keep track of the gold with that as well, because it's quite easy to see at a glance. But it definitely feels nice to have an actual coin purse too. So we moved up there, which is 1 step, that's 11, then we came back down and that's 12. And when we move again, what I'm going to do is just get rid of this card, because we have to go, I know we have to go quite far south, and I don't know exactly how far it is though. So we're just going to get rid of that one. Okay. So we've got to go through some woods, but that's not a problem because we also need to find map card 304 for another quest. Because it's raining, so that's why it's okay to go through the woods. That's actually good timing for that. So we're right up here. Hopefully we can come down. We want 181. So it might not need to be that high, but I can't really remember. Let's bring it down a little bit. 181. So going east to west or west to east is going to be sequential on the map. So it's very easy to pack up and put away. And going north to south is usually going to be a bigger jump, so you might have to keep changing the card stacks of 50. So we want 2, 2, 3, so we need to change again. So we're going into the woods here, which means twice as long, it takes twice as long for every step. So every time you move, instead of being 1, it's now 2. So we move once in, so that's now 1, 1, 2 even. Like I said, it's twice as long. So we've gone all the way around, so that means we also move our time tracker 1/2 hour. Right, if I remember, well, we can even look at our map. There's a little bit of woodland in the southwest corner. We want to go around there. We don't have to go all the way through the woods. I think we can go down, and then there's a bit of a cliff we can walk around. That'll save us, I think, some time. I don't know, it depends if going straight down at double time is quicker or going around normal time is quicker. It doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. 2, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 3. So this has a logging node. We could do some logging. I'll show you what it looks like. So all the map cards in the woods are covered with a little pattern, dotted pattern to make it darker. And this has got a little axe icon, which is for logging. I don't know if we want to do much logging. I think we need to keep to the plan. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4. 2, 2, 6 next. Got a feeling it's probably just as quick just to go straight down than it is to go around. Probably quicker. It's hard to say though. So that's 4, 5, 6 steps. Then we want 2, 6, 8. What I might do first is my little what is it? 2, 6, 8. Yeah. What I might do first is the quest. We've got a quest from the beekeeper, Ghetto. He wants to get some. I'll show you his quest actually. Put those down. His quest here. I'll show you quickly. This is what a quest card looks like. There's a pause in between each card, so you can do them at your own pace. So he says, nice to see you, blah blah blah. Eli is the tanner. He wants beeswax, which I think makes sense for leather. He needs some honeydew flowers for his bees. The flowers like the salty sea breeze and can only be found by the southern cliffs beyond the westward. So we're going down through the westward now. Make sure you're armed. It's a long journey, and there are dangers in the woods and those creeping things at night. So we're going during the day. It's raining, so there aren't any animals at night. It says at the bottom, move to map card 304, then take quest item M2. So that's what we're doing as well. I'm going to try to remember to do that first, because I will probably forget once we start learning to cook, because there are other quests going on there. Anyway, 2, 6, 8. Yeah, we're coming back out of the woods now, so I think, because there is a route going around there, but I think it's probably not much different. 8 we want. Not much different. Where's 8? There it is. 7, 1. And here we are. This is where we want to be. Right, we do want to go. What was it? 304. So we're going to ignore. Rudely ignore this building, which is I think the one we want to go to. We're coming out of the woods to this little area. 8, 9, 10. So it's still 2. And then we want to go down to 307 and then across, I think. 307 is not there. That's its own little one. 307 there. So I guess that is also part of the woods there. So we'll do 2 for that, so we're on 12. In and out of one little bit of woods, and we're trying to find 304, so we're going to go 306. We're not in the woods here. 305 and 304 is where we want to be. So it just says go to map card 304 and then take quest item M2. So we go 12, 1, 2, 3 steps, and then we will take quest item M2. So we've got a whole deck of quest items in here. They will have the numbers and letters corresponding to the quest. So M2 we'll have a look for. M2, there it is. Put the other quest items back. Here we go, we've got our honeydew flowers. So this is what Ghetto wanted, so we could probably go all the way back up to him, although we'd probably have to move some of the cards. Okay, so we put that in our quest item slot, so we remember. Okay, now we're going to go, we can go up and around all that way too. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go up and around maybe 2, 7, 4. It will also show us a bit more of the map, which can be useful. 2, 7, 4. And then 2, 7, 3. 2, 7, 2. Yeah. Okay, well, it didn't really show us much, but that's okay. We saved the step. 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are some foraging nodes on here as well. We could do some foraging, but we have very limited space in our satchel. We've got space for 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 spaces left in our satchel. Don't know if you can see it, I can't tilt it too much. 9 spaces. So let's just go here. 2, 7, 1. So we're going for the buildings card. And we want, these are in order, so it'll be right at the back. 2, 7, 1. It's 2, 7, 3, but this is the right one. Some of these things aren't quite linking up to the right numbers, but that's okay. I can change those later. We'll keep that there actually. So we have got a wood cabin down here. So I know this is down here, but it's something quite far out of the way. So it's a way of encouraging exploration, because you know there is a cooking skill to learn, but maybe at some point, because all the other people are quite close together, you see that none of them will offer the cooking skill, so you should figure out that, okay, I've got to go search elsewhere and find that. So hopefully you'd eventually come across it. In here we've got Orod. Orod, we will get you and see. We'll probably have to do a quest, I think, for you first before we get to learn how to cook. Most of the skills need a quest to be done before they're unlocked and ready to learn, but the hunting skill you can just pay to learn. Or I could write a quest for that, maybe later. Orod, there's Orod. So let's have a look at him. So here's Orod. All the character cards are the same. They've all got their name in the top left, and then their quests that they're a part of, their intimidation and sneak levels and gold. But Orod here is the character. I think he's the only character who can become a companion. So you don't have to have a companion, and there's a little quest you need to do for him to become your companion. But it would make the game a bit easier, for example, because you'd have 2 people in combat. I haven't written any specific dialogue for him, but it would be quite good to have some specific dialogue for him as a companion at some point. The coloured squares on the right are for the persuasion skill. You have to match the coloured squares together, and the more squares you get, the better the item you can get half price on. He doesn't actually sell, I don't even know if you can see that. He only sells berries for 5 gold. It's basically pretty useless, but he also has the cooking skill there I've added in pencil. It's 25 gold per level. So when you unlock the level, you automatically at level 1, and then you pay 25 gold to get up to level 5 as a max. In this game, the max is level 5 for all skills, and the idea would be that there would be a different game that connects to the same world, and that would maybe go from 6 to 10, for example. And then there's obviously, you would have to limit it in some way. That's why I've limited the gold to 100 pieces in this game, because I'd want to expand on that maybe in the next game. Anyway, here's part of the quest N1 and O1. So let's get N1 from the quest deck. We've got quite a lot of quests here. Like I said, they're all labelled A to Z, so there's 26 quests. And we'll just get N first. It's only, well, we've got N and O right next to each other. That's only 2. O is only 3. So we've got 2 quests there. Let's just do N first and see what that's like. And then we'll come back and do O. I can't remember which is the one that unlocks the cooking, so we'll just have to do that. So we flip them over, and the first one will be on the other side. So we just take that card and have a look. So it says, N1, alright, I'm needing help, friend. Berries from the bushels are being guarded by pixies. They stab my hands and face and everywhere. Please fight them so I can get my berries. So move one map card west, then encounter a bee swarm. If defeated, restart N1. So that's it. There are some quests or some parts of quests that will get you to have an encounter like this. A bee swarm is the easiest one. There are the more difficult ones. So if you are defeated, if you're defeated in battle, you go back to the inn. You owe some money to Merwin, the innkeeper. She's come and found you somehow, and so you owe her a bit of money for bringing you back and resuscitating you. But you don't die in this game. It's a single player game. There's no point in making anything too complex in terms of that kind of thing anyway, really. But you do have to roll a die that might show that you've injured yourself in some way, which will affect you for the next day. But then if you sleep again, it'll be worn off and you'll be fine. Anyway, we want to move west one map card from here, which you've already revealed, and then we're going to encounter... Oh no, west is that way, so we're going to go 270. So then we're going to do... So you don't have to do it straight away. I guess if you go west, then you do have to encounter it, but if you go north, east, south, then you don't have to encounter it. But it's just a bee swarm. We should be okay. We've got... Yeah, well, we'll see how we get on, I suppose. We've got 24 health. I think they've got 25 health, actually. So it might be a bit more challenging than I think, actually. We need to... What do we need to do? Maybe we should be at it. We need to level up our gear. But we can't today because it's raining all day and none of the animals come out. Unless we learn the hunting skill, we could learn the hunting skill. Yeah, so it's all interconnected, so it's all about thinking about what do you spend your money on, really. Anyway, we're going to go west to 8 steps. There's another foraging node there, which is useful to know, but we're not going to do that. We're going to encounter a bee swarm. Right, so let's get the creatures out. We'll get bee swarm. So there are a lot of creatures we can encounter. Bee swarm is one of the easier ones. Well, actually, I think it is the easiest, other than a rabbit, which you don't actually encounter rabbits. Let's put a rabbit there. We'll come back to you. I don't know what we fought so far, actually. Right. Bee swarm, I'll show you. So every creature has a deck of cards, which are all the attacks that they would do. Most of them, I think, still have misses in there, so they can miss you. You would shuffle the deck before you go, and then they also have their own information card. So I will show you that. That's a little quick shuffle. Put that there. Here's the information card for the bee swarm. So these are all the same for everything that you encounter. So at the top it says bee swarm, in brackets it's a creature. It can be an animal, a creature, or a monster. 25 health. So we do have some pies that we can eat, which will give us 10 health back. It's got a sneak level of 7, so we can't sneak past these because we've only got level 1 sneaking, which is one 6-sided die. So we wouldn't be able to roll a 7 on that. It says end of turn 1 and end of turn 2. That should say round. At the end of each round, if they've lost some health or if they're still alive, then they will swarm. The loot is 2 honeycomb and 4 stingers. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on. I don't know how bad the swarm is. Oh, yeah, there's one thing that X was just saying. On the back of these cards, there were some rectangles, 2, 3, or 4. This is 2 rectangles, so that means at the end of round 2, you reshuffle all the cards. And if they're still alive, they're going to do a swarm on us. So we get our weapon deck. So we've got a short sword and an oak shield. But we've only got a starter deck for both of them. And that has to be a maximum of 12 cards. So the starter deck for shield is 4 cards, but I only took 2. I wanted to have more offense than defense, really. but I don't know, we're going to have to see how we get on. If we get, there are attacks called initiatives that can only be blocked by another initiative, and if you get one at the beginning, then you get an extra hit basically. So we're going to start round 1, and each round is made up of 3 turns. So you put a card down. So you start off with a hand of 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you pick 1 card up at the end of each turn. But with a short sword you can combine 2 cards together to make sort of like an extra hard hit. So we've got 2 misses. You do have to put a card down, so sometimes it's useful to put a miss down. A block and a stab. Okay, so that's my starting hand. I've got a tracker here, so we're going to track the bee's health. Do it here. So it's 25. I don't really know how we're going to get on with this. This might be more difficult than I think. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. So we always reveal the creature first. Sting, I'll show you what it looks like. It's the sting. It's only doing 2 damage, so I think we're okay. Should be low damage, we should be okay. So it's doing 2 damage to us. We can block 6, so we can block that. It's not an initiative. We could turn our stab into an initiative, but it's only 2, and I don't think it's worth it. It's better to have something blocked. So do I want to block that, or do I want to wait for swarm? I'm gonna put my miss down actually, and pick up a swing for 3. That's good. So I could put my stab and my swing together to do 5 damage in one go. Yeah, I want to keep my block at the moment. So that's turn 1, turn 2. Blind. Oh dear, that's not good. This is a blind. So it says, roll a die for your next attack. Even is a success, odd is a failure. Oh my word. So my next attack, so they blinded me. I'm going to drop a miss. I can drop my miss, so it doesn't matter if it's a failure or a success because it's a miss. So that's one case. Oh, I picked up a miss. No way. That's the case when having a miss is useful, but I picked up a miss. That's not good. It's another sting, so that's 2 damage. So what I'm going to do is combine my swing and stab for 5. I want to do some damage in this round. Right, it's not 10, so it doesn't swarm. If it's alive at the end of next round, which it probably will be, it's going to do a swarm. Right, so that's the end of round 1. So 1, 2, 3 turns. I've taken 1 damage. No, I've taken 4 damage. I've taken 4 damage, which brings me down to 20. And it's taken 5, which brings it down to 20. So we're evens. We're even so far. So these cards get put to the side, and like it says on the back, they'll be we'll all reshuffle at the end of next round, round 2. So they go off to the side. I go back to having 4, so I pick 2 up at the beginning of the new round. So it's a swing, that's good. That's another miss. That's all 4 misses out though, so that means if I leave a miss, drop a miss, put 1 down, I would get something better back. It just depends how much. There's the swarm. 5 damage. Oh no. Right, I'm gonna put my block in. That's an initiative which gives them an extra hit before turn 1. So this is actually before turn 1, because my species, so every species has a combat and a skill bonus. My combat bonus for the Fallen Fae that I'm using, is to be able to turn 1 attack that I've got into an initiative. So I'm turning my block into an initiative, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do anything against that. I just have to take 5 damage. But I can block all of that. Right, and then that's at the before turn 1 even starts. So I get to pick up, because it's now turn 1, and it goes again. It does a miss. Oh, that's good. I'm going to drop So I'm hoping to get something to go along with swing to do another combination. I'm going to drop one of my misses and pick up. It's a parry, that's good. So you've got to remember we've got one more, so it's not 3, it's essentially 4 goes because they did an initiative at the beginning. There's another swarm, so I can't block that. I'm just going to have to take that. We've got one more go. I'm going to put my miss down and pick up because I'm hoping I'll get a good attack. Stab, okay. Oh, no way, it's another swarm. Wait, how much health have I got? 20. So I've taken 10 damage there. So I could use up one of my turns to take some food, to eat some food that's in my pouch. But you can only heal up to your max. My max is my species health plus my defense. So my defense is 18 and my species health is 5. So I've got 23 as a max. There's no, and they heal me for 10, so I can't take that anyway. I could eat, I've got berries. I've got 1, 2, 3. I could heal up 3, but I think that's a bit pointless. Well, is it? So all these cards are going to get shuffled back. No, I want to do some. I want to attack. Got to attack. So I can't block any of that, but I can still attack. So I'm still going to do 5 damage to it. So there, that was quite. Oh, look at all those swarms. I thought I was going to get some misses from them. Okay. So let's tally up. So that blocked the first one. That's quite good. And I've taken 10 damage. That's not good. I'm down to 10 health. 2 more swarms and I'm dead. I've done another 5 to it, so it's on 15. Yeah, we need some more health. We need to upgrade our armor. Can't even take on a bee swarm. That's the end of round 2. Oh, at the end of round 2 they do another swarm. If alive, then swarm. So I'm down to 5 health. Actually, I forgot about that. 5 health. Alright. So, if they do a swarm at me, I am instantly dead. Which means I start back at the inn. When does that? Do I miss a day for that as well? I think you have to miss a day to double check that. Oh, okay. Right, we really want to make sure that top one is anything but a swarm. Oh. Okay. This is going to be tricky. This isn't even the quest that unlocks the cooking, it's the other one that unlocks the cooking. Maybe I could flee. I could flee. Can't flee in between goes though. So it's still the same. Let's just do it. Ah, I knew it'd be a swarm. Right. Because it's an initiative, it takes place before I can really do anything. So I think that's going to have to kill me. How much health have I got? 5? I should have eaten those berries instead of doing the damage at the end of the other one. I knew it was going to be an initiative. Right, okay, well, that's fine. We've been killed. We have been killed by a bee swarm. So this is the game telling you you've got to level up your armor. So we get killed instantly. Right. By some bees. Killed by bees. So we'll show you how death works in the game. So we don't need the bees back. They'll reset anyway. It's not even the quest that we want to do. Right. So what happens is we fall here. Let me just double check. What happens? So you don't die. Let's have a look. If you fall during combat, you can still you can still access your pouch after losing all your life and defense if it helps you survive. Okay, you can still access your pouch. I mean, that's a rule that's debatable. Okay, so if we did that, all we needed to eat was one apple. So if it keeps you alive, what I would do. But I've shuffled it all, put it away now. Didn't know that. I should have looked that before. Okay, let's just say we can't do this quest. So I'm going to eat an apple. We eat some berries. Even. Actually, I might keep the berries. I'm going to eat apple. Not apple pie. Where's the apple? Oh, do I not have any? What's that? Well, I don't. I'll eat some berries. We'll eat some berries because that only gives you 1 health back. So we're on 1. Right, we've eaten some berries. Let's do that. So let's just put those back in the chip bag. Berries. Berries, where are you? Where are the berries? Why is it always the last one? Where are the berries? Wait, berries from foraging. The berries are from. Where? How do you get berries? Are they from foraging? Do we get berries from foraging? I think we do. So they're not in the food one, they're in the foraging one. Yeah. Mushrooms. Those crickets. Oh. Mould roots. Where are berries? There, the berries. Mine's always the last bag. It's always the last one you find. Right. So we have 1 health. I didn't realise that. So we've got in the rules that you can still access your pouch on that turn, which means we've fled. We have fled this encounter, so we still need to do it. What I might do is go back and start the other quest that's going to unlock the cooking. So we can always go back there to finish off that quest. So let's do the other quest. Quest O. Yeah, we need to level up. Anyway, that's showing us that we really need to put some money into leveling up our gear. Right. Alright, what's your other quest? The other one. It doesn't involve bees. So, here we go. I can show you how to cook in a pot, friend. We need creature first. Come with me to woods. We get it. We gain the companion Orod. Take a wooden club, full deck for Orod. For encounters, he has 80 life. Move anywhere in woodland and kill 1 boar or bear. If you move more than 2 map cards away from the woodlands, Orod returns to his hut immediately. So you can't just walk off with him, still keep him. If defeated, restart 0-1, otherwise return to Orod's hut and take Orod 2. We can't do this either because it's raining. It's raining. Okay. What can we do here? We can't do that because it's raining, so we can't actually encounter anything. So we can't do the cooking. This is great. Alright, we're going to go back to the beekeeper. We can go into... Wait for night. We could do some fishing and get to night time. We've got a lot of raw meat we need to cook. I didn't realise this was going to... Yeah, we can't encounter any animals, so we can't do this. Fantastic. Right, we're going to go... I don't think we can kill these bees. We can try again. We can try again and level up. Or we could just take these honeydew flowers back to him, back to the beekeeper. I'm thinking we just do that. This has been a lot more difficult than it needed to be. 4, 5. So I'm going to pack these up. Absolutely destroyed by bees. Yeah, we need to level up our armour. Right, let's move from here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. Where's the 7? There it is. Right, let's put these cards away. can't believe we just got destroyed by that bee swarm. We got no health. We got 1 health. I mean, we could eat our pies and get our health back, but it does feel like a bit of a waste to do that. Right, let's put some of these cards back, and then we'll go up to the beekeeper. So 270. Then we want 268. Yeah. And then we want, oh, we need to get the 300s ones. 304, 307. And then we've got a few extra ones here. 223. 226. And 181. Right, so at least we've got a goal now. We know that we definitely need to level up our armor. 181. We need to just put this away. I thought that would be a bit easier, killing those bees. Right. Okay. Let's go up north. 122. We also want to go a little bit south, so let's put that there. 122. We're going to find our way back up to the beekeeper. Then we want to go 1, 2, 3. There's the path. 118. Uh, 64. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 64. Can we keep going north? Do we want to go? Yeah, let's try 57. We want to keep going up a bit. 56. The stables. 55. 54. We go along a bit more. Okay. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. 8. Here's the beekeeper. We can't quite get to him. Can we get to, you can go up there, but we can't. We'll go around him. So we want 7 before we can get up to him. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do? I don't think I did half an hour. That's a half hour gone, isn't it? Okay. So, Ghetto. We shall get the beekeeper to have a chat with. There he is. So, we're on quest M. We have your flowers, so we come back up to you with M3, yeah. Let's have a look. So Geda says, many thanks indeed. Yes, here they are, wonderful little flowers. It'll take a couple of days for the bees to work their magic. Then you can come and collect the order. To be honest, I'm not super happy with bees at the moment. They almost killed me. Lose quest item M2. Those are the flowers. Gain 1 honeycomb and 20 gold. At least we get some money for that. Wait 2 days, then take M4. So we've got a tracker there for waiting 2 days. We can do that. Okay, we've got another quest we can work on as well. Right, we lose our honeydew flowers. They're going to go back. We've got to wait 2 days for that quest to carry on. I'm just going to go East 1 to show you another thing that you can do in this game. So on this card there's a little icon that I think will be good to have. Like I said, the idea would be to have different games released, say, every year that are all part of one bigger world. And I thought, because the view you get of the world is from the map cards, it'd be great to have a viewing spot in game which would have like a drawing from that point of view. So that's what this card is. This icon with a little mountain is a viewing spot. So let's just go over there, 9. And the idea is, it's just a way of, it's not there, well, I've got to find the right card now, it's over here. The idea being that you get just a view, an in-world view of everything. There it is. So it's pretty simple. On one side it just says view, and then on the other side you've got a drawing of Port Ovis from that bench up the top of the hill, so you can see all the way down into the port, hopefully. So I just thought that's maybe quite an interesting thing to have, a little drawing or sketch from that view. You've got a little ship at the port, and yeah, I don't know, I thought that was quite an interesting thing to have. It doesn't really do anything, but I think it adds a bit of life to the world. So you can just find one view spot maybe in each game, and it just gives you a view of what it'd be like if you were in that place. I think that's quite interesting, quite fun. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't have any real impact on anything, but it's just a nice thing to have, and I think it makes it a bit more of a fun experience. Right, we're going to go back down. We've got quest U going on. Tano, she is the tailor's wife, so we're going to go down. So we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So that's another half hour. We're going to go, we can go, I think, past the farms and down. I think it's probably a slightly better way of doing that. Let's do 52. We can go east, and then 51. Wait, no, we need to go down. We need to go down. We need to go down. We're on the top of the cliffs here. So we did that move, which is silly. 2, 3, 4, but making a mistake in this game doesn't really matter for much. You don't, like I said, time isn't precious, so it doesn't matter that we made a mistake there. 67, 68. So you can't swim in this game. The bushes are barriers, and you can't go up and down cliffs. So we needed to find this stone staircase cut into the side of the cliff. It's the only way to get up or down. So we needed that first before we can go anywhere. Okay, then what do we need? 113. Oh no, here's where we can go east. So we went south, so 5, 6, 69 we want. This is what I was trying to do. 70. We took these apples before. We got Sarah making us an apple pie from there. I think we go south from there. Potatoes. Wondering if we're all going to fit on here. Let's try to move this across a little bit. So my camera isn't quite big enough to fit the whole table on, but the game does fit on a reasonably sized table. But I'm just moving this so it all fits into the shot. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 steps. then 108. I think. Yeah, we need to keep going east. Yeah, we can go down there. 107. That's the inn. Then we've got bakery and a shop, then Taylor's. So it's quite far along. There's the bakery, shop, and Taylor's. Is that still in shop? Not sure that's still in the shop. We've gone all the way over to the Taylor's. Let's have a look. Is that in shot? Well, where's my finger? Yeah. Just about in shot here. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put that there. That's another half hour. So let's do that half hour. Still got 8 hours left in the day out of 16, so half of the day has been used up. Running all the way down, getting into fights with bees. Dear oh dear. Right, we're talking to Tanib. I already know that that's the Taylor's, so let's just find Tanib and make sure we've got the right quest. She should be here somewhere. There she is. So this is just finishing off a quest that we started a day before, so she wanted a day. So she said, okay, so this is what she said. She had another brush for, was it the Tanner? Who's it? Tanner again, Eli. He goes to these, come back tomorrow, she said yes. So we did that, come back tomorrow, so we want U5 is what we want. So this is today now. We've come back the next day. Here you are, traveller, all ready to go. I've triple stitched this one and we'll see how long it'll last. Take quest item U5. Right, we will take quest item U5. So back to the quest items deck. We're looking for U5. Wait. Yes, U5. And that is a new brush for Eli the Tanner. So there's our new brush. So we wouldn't have to go straight back to him, but Tanner's is one more over to the east. So we're going to have to move, I'm going to try to move it all a little bit again, because it's not quite far enough. Move those over. Can we fit in one more card? Hopefully. What is it? 102. One more card over. Just about fits on. There's now 6 steps. Right, we're talking to Eli. I'm going to give him his new brush. Where's Eli? There he is. Okay, Eli, we've got a new brush for you. Triple stitched, according to Tanner. Have you got U6? You do. Alright, here's Eli the Tanner. We've got his new brush. Let's see what he has to say. Many thanks. Now, this does look sturdy. Wonderful. For your help, traveller. A pleasure. Lose quest item U5. Reward 1 boar hide boots plus 10 gold. Well, we've already got boar hide boots, but we could sell them. We'll see how much they're worth. And 10 gold. And that's the end of that quest. Right, so let's see how much. Put the brush back. That's that quest done. We'll take the whole quest and put that back. And what away even. 10 gold for us is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, and we'll see how much these boar hide. What was it? Boar hide boots? What was it again? Boar hide boots, yeah. Let's have a look how much they're worth. So, boar, 5 gold. Take another 5 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 15 gold. We can't upgrade our boar until we get some boar hide by killing boars. So 15 is going to give us 66 gold. So we're not doing too bad for gold. The thing is, the rain has gotten in the way. But we can sell. We got some copper ore to sell. How much is the copper ore worth? We can't go over 100. So how many copper ore? We got 3 copper ore and a cassiterite. Cassiterite's worth 2, copper ore's 3. Okay, so it's 9, 10, 11. So we can do that. So let's go over there to the smithy and do that. Then we can do some fishing. We've got 2 sets of worms, so we could do 2 fishing. Get into night and do another bit of a quest. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We go south, 133. So 133. Then we want to go 132 west. Were there any quests at the pub that we haven't started? I don't think that's really the issue. We don't need more quests. We need it to stop raining. So we can 172 next. So we can get some boar hide. We need to fight some boar. That's what we need to do. In fact, what we need to do is sleep. The problem is we haven't slept particularly well, so we haven't had the sleep bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sleep bonus can add 10 onto your health if you have a full 8 hours sleep. That would have helped us a lot with the bees, I think. Okay, 172. We've done a couple of quests at night, so that's deprived of a bit of sleep. 7-3. Could do some mining. That will use up some time as well. Actually, what we could do is go back to Nud or Nuth. I think it's pronounced because I've used some Welsh names here. They're spelled strangely. 7, 8, 9, 10. He wants 3 fish of any type. So we get 3 fish. We've got 2 worms. We could do 2 bits of fishing. Right, we're going to sell the copper ore. So we'll get that from here. And the cassiterite. Oh, we've got a cat's eye. Oh, we've got a bronze ingot as well. Let's see. I don't know. That might be. I don't know how much that's worth. Cassiterite, copper ore. Also freeing up quite a lot of space. Or we could go to the inn to free up some more space if we wanted to as well. So copper ore, copper ore, copper ore. Cassiterite. Oh, the Cat's Eye Moonstone we wanted to keep because that's for another quest. Someone wanted a gem. So, I can't remember how many gems they needed. Let's just double check. What did you say? A gemstone to put inside each of them. So I need 2. Yeah, 2 gemstones. Got 1. We can't kill bees. We can't go into caverns yet either. Definitely. And the cassiterite. How much is the bronze ingot worth? Bronze ingot's worth 10. How much have we got? 66. So we could be up another 20 up to 80 something. That's good. Right, so the bronze ingot's 10. The copper ore is 3, 9, 10, 11. So it's 21. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 21. 21. That's pretty good. Right. Let's put those away. So let's try to find everything. Copper ore. 1, 2, 3. Cassiterite. 1. Bronze ingot. 1. How did we get? Oh, we got the bronze ingot from doing fishing last stream. Did fishing last stream? Got it from, or maybe it was a couple of streams ago when we first did fishing. We got a treasure. Yeah, we got a treasure box a couple of streams ago. Treasure chest, even is the word, and we got the bronze ingot from that. So we're 21. That's going to be a fair bit of gold, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. And 1. Nothing in there. It's all in my purse. Whoa, that's a stack. Right, 21. Let's do it up on here as well. So 60. That's 87. That's a lot of gold. Almost full of everything. 87. That's the most amount of gold I've had so far. So gold isn't the problem here. We've got a lot of gold. We need to get through the day a little bit more. So we want to stop raining. But so we can just skip forward in time. Oh, we're out of time. We're out of time. Oh, it goes so quickly. Okay. What do we want to do? Yeah, okay. Let's just go back to the inn to drop off some stuff. We can use up some time later. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 steps at the inn. We're going to the inn because I want to put some stuff from the satchel into the inventory. You cannot put things that can go off in the inventory or live things, so the raw meat still has to stay with me. Mushrooms I think also have to stay with me. Just trying to put all the raw meat together. Bit of inventory management here. Move those worms. Got how much raw meat do we have? 6, 8. 8. We don't want to sell that, so it won't. I think it only sells for 1 gold. We really want to learn cooking. Put the dead leaves. They can get stacked on top of each other there. We're going to get rid of the gem. We don't need that right away, and we're going to get rid of the rope. Don't need that straight away. The mushrooms won't go there. We'll put our worms up here. Okay. So we've organised that. We really want it to not be raining, then we can get a cooking skill, and we can, on the way down the woods, we can fight some boar hopefully, and we could upgrade our weapon. What have we got? Short sword. It's 25 gold. Let's do that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back over here. That's another half hour used up. It's okay though. We want to use up the time. Do we want to use up some of our gold? Maybe we want to upgrade our bronze short sword. Let's just find that. Yes, we want some more stabbing. So we got a bronze short sword. Can do a slash. Oh, and then they've got critical hits as well. Ooh, we want critical hits. That does 2 times the damage for any one attack. So we definitely don't care about the stabs. We got swing. We definitely want to buy some slashes. I think we could buy 25 gold each. Do we want to buy 3? 75. We would have a bit of gold left over. I think we do. I'm thinking we get 2 slashes. Oh, I kind of want. Do I want to parry in the crit? Do I want just 2 crits maybe? On 1 slash. Ooh, which one do we want? Which one do we want? Do we want 2 crits and 1 slash? Or 1 slash and 2 crits? I think the crits are more important, right? I think the crits are more important. So we're going to do that. So we'll put those back. And we've upgraded our short sword with those 3. So they go randomly into our weapon deck. So I think that's fine. So it's 3, that's 75 gold we have used up. That'll make us a bit more dangerous even if we don't have the life. So 75 gone. So 75 from 85 is obviously 10. So we've got 12 left. 12 gold left. I think that's a good thing to do. We just lose all of our gold, all that we had, and we'll just take 12 out of here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh dear, that's not good. No, it is good, it is good. We've upgraded. Right, we're down here. Let's just stay here. We're going to pack up. So east to west is sequential, so we just make little groups of our cards and put them together. So that's been a strange stream. Thought we could do something, but we couldn't. Almost died. I think it is good to let you be able to access your pouch whilst you're struggling for breath right at the end. I think it means that you can, yeah, I think it's good. You can still access it, because otherwise it would be instant death and you'd maybe feel a bit cheap because you had the means to survive, but not allowed to use them. Can feel a bit cheap, I suppose. And I've got some sort of survival rules as well for other aspects of the game. So I think we could easily just put those survival rules along with combat. For instance, I've got when you can only take 1 healing item as your turn. But at the moment I've got it so you can do any amount of healing items. So there is a way of sort of changing how difficult the game is to suit you a little bit more. Is that? Yeah. So I think that's fine. So what have we got here? 50s. We got 64. Let's do that. And then 67. Oh, we've got 52 as well. Okay. 1 to 150, yeah. So we got 102. 117, 122, 128, 170. 172. Oops. Yeah. 175. Yeah. 178. Okay, so it doesn't. That's how long it takes to pack up. A couple of minutes. And that was quite a lot of cards out. So we're still on here. I put this in our quest tracker, so we remember where we are. 8 steps, and that's packing up done. Basically, right there. All good to go. Right, I'll put the character cards back. So that was it, a strange stream, but that's okay. It made us realise that we definitely need to level up our armour. We need to wait till it isn't raining so we can do that. Right, I think we've done enough of that. So this is Thursday, so I won't see you till next week. But yeah, if you're watching, thanks very much for your support. Any feedback would be more than helpful. Monday to Thursday, 7 PM UK time. Every week for the next few months. I really appreciate any support. Thanks very much. Bye.